and was actually like one of like the hardest working receivers out there at the moment.
Okay.
He's supposed to say that. He's supposed to say that.
Yeah,
that's like Antonio Brown not being a problem.
Yeah, you know, damn well Tom Brady was in his house like, bro, I don't know why we got this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I tried to get rid of him in New England. Why did he want to come back?
Not even try. I got rid of him. I got rid of him in New England. I didn't even try to get rid of him. He was gone.
Right?
He has called me for 2 years straight. I've honestly ignored him for 2 years straight. Why does he keep trying?
Go on, Marcus.
Oh man, but my personal like, I'm happy we got Dez Bryant. It's definitely an added dimension to that passing game for Lamar. Me personally, I would trade away some of these extra tight ends we got. Like I'm looking at our roster right now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 active tight ends, and Mark Andrews, Nick Boyle, and Eli Wolf are the only ones that are actually producing. Grimble, I feel like we can trade and possibly get a pick for, even if we can't find somebody in free agency this coming off season. That's one of the first things I do. I would just definitely shore up the wide receiver core, possibly get rid of Marquise Brown as well, depending on who comes knocking at the door with offers. And
so you're suggesting get rid of Hollywood Brown?
Depending on who's available. Like my personal take on it, if they decide to blow Atlanta up and get rid of Matt Ryan and Julio Jones on the market, do whatever it takes to get that man in a Baltimore uniform.
First off, that's going to be a bidding war for Julio.
Bro, I don't care. I'll go to any city and fight their GM. I throw the man for Julio. We need a big receiver in Baltimore.
Hey, if we just on a side note, real quick, if we was doing that, I'm punching the Raiders GM for looking like Chucky. He just gonna scare me, and I'm gonna punch him. And then me and Evin gonna find Dave Gettleman and just whip his ass.
Forget him and half of New York will get there before y'all. That's the first place.
Bro, that and the Carolina. Hey, the Carolina's going too, bro.
No.
Oh, we bring everybody.
But if we jump in GMs, New York ain't even gonna focus on their football team. They going for James Dolan. They going for his neck first. The owner of the New York Knicks. They going for his neck next.
So the Knicks?
The Knicks. They going for the Knicks. They gotta flip that. Like
they gonna kill him to see Charles Oakley in a mask. Just come up there.
Masked up.
He gonna be masked up. Be like, it wasn't even me, bro. You 6'10". Who else is that?
Right.
You only 6'10" dude in New York. Who was it? Mitchell Robinson? Calm down.
You're gonna have Hoodie Mello. You're gonna have Hoodie Mello out there.
Hoodie Mello, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hoodie Mello gonna come in. Like, bro, what is wrong with you?
The old JR gonna come out, boy.
With the Henny bottle? Henny JR?
You gonna see Spike Lee? You gonna see Spike Lee sitting on the side, hyping it up, recording it, making a movie?
Hey, it's like the new Spike Lee Jordan.
Yo, Spike Lee gonna be like, yo, hold my camera for a minute.
He'll go get a couple licks in.
Bro. Be like, hey, man, like, you gotta do the right thing, man. You gotta do the right thing.
What is happening this episode? We're talking about jumping NBA and NFL GMs and trash. What is going on?
Hey, look, man, we in a violent mood today. That's all that is.
we a vibe right now. That's all it is.
It's a whole vibe this episode. It's a vibe. I just came up with the title. It's a vibe. All right. So we all put in our GM takes for our team. So we're going to make a slight shift to the second number one sport in America, in my opinion, in basketball. We all saw NBA is officially starting on December 22nd.
Wait. Before we start this, hang on. I just thought about this. Sorry. So we just going to ignore the fact that Oakland now has $1.2 million worth of COVID protocol fines.
That's on them. I ain't gonna say much more than that. That's on them.
That ain't got nothing to do with me, man.
Right. I'm not an Oakland fan either. So.
Yeah, but y'all didn't see what happened though.
Yeah, John Gruden got fined. The team got fined. They lost a 2021 pick. Like
Bro, they stripped a pick.
Yeah,
It was a third round pick.
It
was a high pick too. That's a third round pick you lost. Like,
yo, that is mind blowing that you get a pick drawn from you, bro. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Hey, Pittsburgh gonna be next.
Oof.
No.
Oh.
Nah, Tennessee get hit again. They gonna be next.
Tennessee. I think it's either gonna be Tennessee or Minnesota. Honestly.
Nah, man, Mike Tomlin don't never have on his mask, but he yelling at his boys.
Oh God. Okay.
I don't know, man. It's.
Mike Tomlin never has on his mask when he be yelling at his players. They just be like, he just be yelling at him like fool. I'm like, bro, put your mask up. Like,
It's just that simple.
They can still hear you through the mask, dog. It's okay.
Right.
He wanted them to know full force.
That's what I'm saying. he don't care about that little $150,000. I'm like, bro, you don't care about that money, you can give it to me.
They slide it this way. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that.
You paying back the people who pay you.
I got the box out this time.
That's like going to your job and buying lunch.
Okay.
No, we good though. We good. We
started on us to Vegas. I like I said, I ain't have much to say on Vegas. Like that's on them. They got the rules before the season started, so it is what it is.
True.
So it is what it is. Not even gonna say much more than that. But we all saw, like I was saying, that the NBA starts on December 22nd. LA just won the chip in the bubble. We don't know how the setup's going to be. There's talks of a bubble playoff play-in schedule going on. So, what's up?
I'm just looking to see what you're doing.
It's clear what I'm doing. So the big question is, who's the biggest threat?
Hi, Courtney. What up, Eli?
Say hi to everybody.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
So, who's the biggest threat to LA going into this next season?
Mommy, Daddy got okay, be quiet. Daddy's doing something.
We're gonna make notes.
I don't know, man. That's hard, bro.
Evin, you said
Go to state.
Elijah, go. Get out of our room.
Because I ain't going to lie to you. Golden State proved to me, like, okay, so Steph's gone, cool. Klay Thompson's gone, cool. It was Draymond and the role players. And some of those role players proved to me that they could hoop. Like, I'm not going front. I didn't think Damian Lee could hoop. I didn't think Damian Lee could hoop.
So which of the 7 wins are we talking about?
Look. I'm not saying that like they were perfect because again, like these guys aren't superstars. They can't just change the franchise or like change. But like Damian Lee, Jordan Poole was a rookie. Those guys, Eric Pascal, Kai Bowman was coming out of.
You froze again.
He can hoop like, and granted, like their roles are going to be role players, but you add Steph and Klay to that, along with them having the number 2 pick, who I believe should be James Wiseman. It gives them that big man that they need. It's going – I could see them challenging. I don't think there's a lot of teams who, when healthy, can beat Golden State, even without KD, because they've proven when KD was hurt. Steph was like, oh, Damian Lillard, trash, I got you. You my son.
Time out.
He's not trash. He's not trash. I'm just saying. I'm in Steph Curry's mind right now. I'm saying what Steph Curry wants to.
All right.
So, he's saying like, look, Damian Lillard, you my son. Like, you already know what time it is. It's time for you to go home and go to bed. It's past your bedtime. Oh. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, I beat both of y'all. Like, y'all don't want this smoke. James Harden, you a choke artist. Russell Westbrook, I took your teammate and won 2 championships with him. You can't say nothing to me. Then what? Jamal Murray and Jokic, y'all still wet behind the ears. Like, like y'all still new to this whole playoff thing. Like y'all not like, okay. That was nice. Y'all was hooping, but that wasn't against me.
So you're saying that? So it sounds like to me that you're slandering Denver as if they're not a serious threat to take on the Lakers.
They're not. They're not. They're not.
Chad, you go ahead and go. I'm gonna get on Evin in a second. You Chad, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead, bro. I am one of them. I'm a character right now. I'm just sitting here enjoying the story
Okay.
because I know you about to roast this man.
Let's go, Marcus. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
And I'm ready for it.
Let's talk about it, Marcus.
So let's talk about this. All right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and address the Golden State point first because it's the easiest one, and I'm in semi-agreement with you to a degree. They will come back and they're gonna knock everybody's shoes off in the league. Let's go ahead and get that out the way. They're an absolute contender.
Well,
Clay comes back healthy in even a percentage of what he was defensively. Offensively, he's going to be fine. He can catch and shoot. 60 points, 12 dribbles. Come on now. I'm not even going to say more than that. All right. And then Draymond's going to be Draymond. They got Andrew Wiggins this season. And then, like you said, a top pick. So Golden State will be fine. I don't know if they'll actually take down the Lakers, even though they are the best team this side of the Clippers that can actually do it. But for you to just sit here, come on our show. You're gonna come on the Elite and say that Denver's not a threat to the Lakers?
No.
Oh Lord, Evin. Okay, so I'm gonna break this down for you. You already got Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic.
Great players.
Right. They're the team that took down the Clippers, are they not?
They are.
Right. Is it fair to say that neither one of them have hit their prime yet? Is it fair to say they haven't hit their prime yet? They performed great this past postseason. And granted, let's put a pin. Let's make note. They performed better.
I'll concede that one.
Okay, so they're not in their prime yet. They got another year or two before they're in the actual prime, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know who Michael Porter Jr. is? That's their third wheel. He can't play defense as of right now, but his offensive ability is off the charts. And you're going to sit here and say that LeBron's going to be in year 18. The season is starting December 22nd. I know he's still one of the best players in the league. Top 3, if you ask me. AD can't do it all on defense. Jokic, if he takes that next step, he's giving AD that smoke. Acknowledge that right now. Jokic is coming with that smoke. And then
smoke. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Wait. I just want to go with that little comment that Evan just put. So you,
what?
Because you said top 3 LeBron, and he just had to squeeze it in there that he said top 2.
No, I didn't hear that.
Talk about it, Chad. Chad heard it.
I was just sitting back here. I was like, bro, who? Ooh, I was waiting for Marcus to catch that, bro.
You know what? I'm not even going to address that. We can save that for later. We'll save that for later.
Continue with your point, and I'm a rebuttal. Go ahead.
So you're going to ignore Jokic, and then Jamal Murray lost his absolute mind this postseason. And them two alone, because Michael Porter Jr. didn't perform all that well in the previous Game 7, in Utah's Game 7 and LA's Game 7. Granted, and they were down in both of those series, 3-1. You can't, and you're going to sit here and tell me that's not a team that the Lakers got to worry about?
Yes.
Smoking, bro. What you smoking?
Oh. Yes.
Yes. Because we just saw what the Lakers did to them. Did we not?
After they had 2 Game 7s back-to-back in the playoff bubble. Come on now.
Answer my question. Did we not see what the Lakers just did to the Nuggets? Now, granted, Joker, I like Joker. I like Joker. I like Jamal Murray. I am not the biggest fan of Michael Porter Jr. yet. His sample size is a little too small. I got to see more. I need him to show me more on the defensive end. He has to work on that defense because I don't care if you can score 15 if you can give him 25.
Michael Porter? You're talking about Michael Porter, right?
Yes, okay. Michael Porter.
Agree.
You can score 15 points a game, that's cool. But if you give him 25, then why does that matter to me? Why does that matter? And the person who I feel like should get more playing time but doesn't is Bol for them.
Okay, I can see that one.
But here's the thing, though. When you have LeBron James, and here's the thing, I'm not even the biggest LeBron James fan. I think that he's top 3 all time, but I appreciate his greatness.
Oh, yeah.
As you know, I'm a Celtics fan. So it kind of hurts me right now to even give a Laker this much credit. But LeBron James is top 2 in the league, and actually he top 2, but he's not number 2. He top 2 and he's not number 2.
So you're saying he's the best player in the league?
He's the best player in the league. Best player in the league. Now, Kawhi could have showed it, but what happened? Damn, Kawhi, you blew a 3-1 lead? And you was crewed up?
Okay, so.
Damn, Giannis, you lost to Miami? And you won MVP and Defensive Player of the Year? Damn, that's crazy.
You know what? I'm going to concede. I'm going to go ahead and say LeBron can have the number 1 title for this season, given everything that transpired, and we know what the result was come the end of that season. So I'll give you that. Any other season, we'll see how he does this season. But that point you just made about Denver coming back on the Clippers, the team that LeBron was supposed to face in the finals, Western Conference Finals, they came back 3-1 on that team.
That's a fact.
They did the same thing. They made a comeback on a very good Utah team. I'm not going to say Utah is up there quite yet, but you got to put respect on Utah's name. Do you not?
Like Utah, they're playoff contenders. Like,
okay, then.
That's where again, like when there's a difference between competing in the playoffs and competing for titles.
Elijah.
Denver isn't ready to compete for a title. They aren't built like that yet. They aren't. And I like Jamal Murray. I like Jokic. They have really good complementary pieces. But to say that they're ready for a title, nah.
No, I'm not saying they're ready for a title. I'm saying that at least in the Western Conference, right now, one of my teams that the Lakers have to pay attention to is the Denver Nuggets, not just Golden State and the Clippers. Just based off of the fact that Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray are going to take another step forward. And Michael Porter Jr., if he stays healthy, he's going to be that third wheel that they need to get them over the hump, which could derail the Lakers if they get on a roll. Let's like I said, this is all preseason picks, but we'll see how they do.
Oh, yeah, no, but here's what I think about them. I think that the Nuggets are a team that proves when they're hot, they're hot. When they can knock down all of those shots, they are going to knock them down, and it's beautiful to watch. And they're going to come back and do all this crazy stuff. Jamal Murray with the Michael Jordan-esque layup again. Beautiful. All of that was great. But when they're cold and they're not hitting shots, they go extremely cold. They go Antarctic, Alaska cold. Like, it's bad.
And another thing I want to point out, that game 6, I believe it was either game 5 or game 6 against the Lakers for Denver. Jamal Murray was playing with a hurt hamstring and a hurt ankle. So he was on a bum leg, and he still almost gave them a double-double. So let's go ahead and put some respect on that man's name.
No, I respect him. I just don't think that they're ready to compete. I'm not, and I don't think that Michael Porter Jr. is the answer to that.
I'm not saying Michael Porter Jr. is the definite answer for them at the third wheel position, but I'm saying with just Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, they can answer the call and become title contenders very easily. So
I think we have to agree to disagree on that one. I think that there's only
we're gonna have to agree.
2.5. There's only 2.5 title contenders in the West.
2.5.
2.5. The Clippers get that half.
The Clippers are the half.
The Clippers are the half. The Clippers are definitely the half.
We're not counting Paul George, are you?
No. Paul George got to show me something. Paul George got to show me something. Lou Will got to show me more. A lot of those guys need to show me more.
Get out of the room.
Those guys got to show me more. The title contenders in the West as of right now are the LA Lakers are number 1. Golden State is number 2. The Clippers at half at number 3. I will put Denver at 4. Utah would be
3.
Huh?
Who'd you have at number 3?
I will put the Clippers at 3.
And Golden State at 2. Okay, I can live with that.
I will put Denver at 4. The Houston would be 5, but Houston and Utah are probably gonna go like 5 and 6.
Nope.
And the Mavs are gonna be 7th. And the 8th is going to be up for one of those lottery teams that are just going to get lucked up and make it. Probably Memphis because they play hard.
Okay. Before I destroy that again, Chad, I want to hear what you got to say. Who's the team that the Lakers need to look out for this upcoming season when defending the title?
You know me. I'm not a big basketball guy.
Okay.
I like to play the sport. I don't really keep up with it a whole lot. I'm more of a baseball guy. But where are we looking at? Are we looking at Western Conference?
Well, since we're focusing on the Western Conference, I guess we can just focus on that for right now. So out of the West, who's your teams? Just give me two.
Same things everybody else has been saying. Denver and Golden State, because Golden State is definitely going to have a huge comeback, and it's definitely going to be exciting to watch. Man, I'm definitely excited to see Steph and Clay back. I'm ready to see what that whole team can do as a unit again. It's always good to watch them going down the stretch, and I think as the year progresses, I think Jamal Murray and Jokic will mature a little bit more and be able to get those clutch shots that they really needed in that Game 7 to win. Okay. I think they can mature enough into it and really become the team that they're wanting.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you listen your teams in the West. Everybody's picking Golden State and Denver as the top team. In all fairness, didn't matter the order. Those are everybody's top teams in the West to challenge the Lakers, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's shift over to that East side. Who are the teams that the Lakers need to watch for coming out of the East? Evin,
guarantee we all have the same picks here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Brooklyn, Miami, and Boston.
Yeah.
We're not all in agreement. I'm going to say that now.
What?
No.
Oh, you're smoking. You're smoking. Like, go ahead. Please talk. Literally.
All right. So, number one, I agree. Boston is it. Boston's the top threat.
Okay.
I got Milwaukee at number 2, but I'm reserving that spot. Oh no, Evin, you okay? This man got up and walked off. Milwaukee, I got at number 2. And Brooklyn's at number 3. Miami, I got to wait to see how they do. And then Brooklyn, in all honesty, Miami and Brooklyn are interchangeable for the simple fact that I got to see how KD comes back healthy. I got to see how Kyrie is going to be healthy. I got to see how that chemistry works. And then we also got to see how Mike D'Antoni as an assistant coach and Steve Nash as a head coach is going to work out for them. So, and then, of course,
fantastic.
Boston, they're on the come up. At one point, it was
Miami exposed the Bucks.
Huh?
Miami exposed the Bucks for what they are.
But do you honestly think Miami could do that have that type of run again?
Against the Bucks, like, are they gonna have that full run again? No. Can they beat the Bucks in a 7-game series again? Without a doubt.
I don't. Like I said,
I'm willing to put the house on it.
Like I said, I'm holding reservations for Milwaukee for 2 reasons. They got to get Giannis some help. Chris Middleton ain't it. I've said that on previous episodes. Chris Middleton is not the answer as a second option.
No,
and then
never.
2, we're all in agreement here when I say this. If Giannis Antetokounmpo gets a jump shot, even a solid mid-range, like a Tim Duncan mid-range, it's a wrap.
It's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's Tico. It's over. So if he comes back, he's coming off of 2 MVP years. If he comes back with a jumper, which we've seen this past season, he's been working on it. It's coming. He's hitting more threes.
It's coming.
It's coming. And when it's official, it's over for everybody. I don't care who.
Rating from Ben Simmons to Sean Marion on the jump shot.
I don't think Giannis was ever that bad as Ben Simmons.
Oh my God.
That's a
like that.
Disrespecting people by saying Sean Marion's name, no matter what happens.
That's an upgrade, though. From Ben Simmons, from shooter like Ben Simmons to Sean Marion, that's a huge upgrade. That's like a level 100 upgrade.
Wow.
You are mad disrespectful right now.
You're saying Ben Simmons shoots that bad?
Ben Simmons couldn't throw a rock in the ocean.
You are saying that Ben. Wow, you were saying that Ben Simmons shoot worse
on the beach. He'd be standing in the sand, nothing but ocean for hundreds of miles. He would still find a way to not throw the rock into the ocean.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
I mean, yes. Granted,
Sean Marion though.
he does.
Sean Marion was a way better jump shooter than Ben Simmons. That 2011 finals, let's not do that.
But you act like the gap is so significant, though.
It is when it comes to shooting, not players. Because I think Ben Simmons is the better overall player. I'm just talking about shooting. When it comes to shooting, Sean Marion is the better shooter than Ben Simmons. Not saying that like Sean Marion is this elite level shooter. Like I would want to pick him like you know.
You froze again, brother.
But compared to like, you know, where Giannis is at, he was like at Ben Simmons because they both struggled from the three and from the free throw line. They both like, you know, if I foul Ben Simmons in late game situation, I view that as a win. Same thing with Giannis. But Giannis has taken steps to improve his jump shot and is actually attempting them. And he's knocking them down and he's learning more, which I was like, all right, you're not Ben Simmons, but like you run that Sean Marion to like, okay, you can knock it down a little bit, but it's not enough yet.
All right, you got to put a little bit more respect on that man's name than that.
Whose name?
What's his name? Giannis. No, you got to put more respect on Ben Simmons'
name.
Put more respect on Ben Simmons' jumper. Because you've seen the tape, bro. As big of a sports fan as you are, Evan, I know you've seen the tape that's out.
I've seen the tape. Ben Simmons is a great overall player.
No, I'm not talking about overall player. I'm talking about him in practice over the summer working on his jump shot. Like, there's tape of him actually switching them things.
He's been working on that jump shot for 3 years. It doesn't mean anything to me until you take one in the NBA game. I need you to take at least 5 threes a game, Ben Simmons, because people are playing you 25 feet back. When you cross half court, LeBron James is guarding you from the free throw line because he knows you're not going to shoot. He's daring you to shoot. I would dare him to shoot.
I'll give you that. I think all three of us can shoot better than
you. Cannot like.
He's not
as
that much.
NBA 6'10" point guard, you cannot let these guys play you like 3, 4, 5 feet back, daring you to shoot, and you don't shoot. At least seem like you're a threat. That's why I respect Giannis, because hey, he may not knock him down all the time, but he's at least going to take it and make him seem like he's a threat for it. Ben Simmons can't even do that. That's why the Sixers are always going to suck. That's why they're nothing but a regular season team, even with Doc Rivers and Daryl Morey. They're still not going to go anywhere. They're going to be a second-round exit team every year.
Got a question for both of y'all, actually. Question for both of y'all about Philly, since we're talking about them. There's a lot of – if y'all watch First Take, Max Kellerman said that it'd be better if you split Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons up.
Yes.
Do y'all agree with that? And part two to that question is actually, which one would y'all get rid of and who would you get to replace them?
Get rid of Joel Embiid because you could probably get more for Joel Embiid than Ben Simmons.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know about that, bro.
Joel Embiid is a 7-foot back to the rim player who can also step out and is willing to shoot threes, who has been averaging around 20 points and 10 rebounds. I'm actually Philly. I'm going to call the Warriors and be like, hey, what's up with that number 2 pick? What's up with that number 2 pick?
Wow.
I will give you Joel Embiid. You give us that number 2 pick and somebody else off your roster. Like, you know, sorry to my man, I talked about him and I like him a lot, but like maybe like an Eric Pascal or somebody like that to package that with Philly, bringing Joel Embiid. Oh my gosh.
Okay. You're nuts. Absolutely nuts.
I call him a scientist for a reason.
You're crazy. You're going to trade away Joel Embiid? Like, for everything you just pointed out about him and how much you could get back for him, you keep him. The only thing I say about Joel Embiid is that he has health issues.
Yeah.
If he finds a point in his career where he can stay healthy for extended periods of time and not missing half the season, you keep him because he's going to dominate the league.
So why would you trade Ben Simmons? I'm not giving you the number 2 pick for Ben Simmons.
Why not?
No.
Not if you're Golden State. No, you're not giving up the number 2 pick for Ben Simmons. But look here, if you get rid of Ben Simmons and you bring in a guard who can actually shoot, Bradley Beal, like that, just send his ass to Washington or something. Washington ain't got nothing to lose.
Washington don't want him either.
I had a team that he could actually go to. I was just throwing Washington's name out there.
Who?
Send him to the Clippers. Send him to the Clippers.
Hell no. Because, like, look, for who? Paul George?
Huh?
For who? Paul George?
Yeah. Why not?
No.
Why not?
I'm going to have the same problems. Both of them, like, at least Paul George is going to take the open three. Ben Simmons is going to look at it.
But Paul George was once a top 3 MVP candidate.
And again, I don't want you to look at the open three. I need you to take this. I would much rather you at least hit the side of the backboard like Paul George did than to just look around while you're open on a 3-point.
Me, I'm getting rid of Ben Simmons. I'm keeping Joel Embiid.
Give me Joel Embiid. I will get a haul for Joel Embiid.
Or I would do like Stephen A. said, send Ben Simmons to Houston. Get Harden or Westbrook back. Either or.
That's even worse. Like you definitely don't want Ben Simmons and Russell Westbrook together.
Look,
that's 2 dudes who can't shoot.
Hey, look, but
I can't have 2 dudes on a team that can't shoot.
But wouldn't that not be the perfect team for Ben Simmons? He's surrounded by not necessarily Westbrook, but he's surrounded by Eric Gordon, PJ Tucker, everybody who has the ability to shoot. Because remember, even though Steven Silas is their new head coach, that team is still built under the Mike D'Antoni system. So you can't say that Ben Simmons wouldn't thrive and the Rockets wouldn't thrive off of a point guard who can get to the rim consistently and distribute the ball very effectively at that. And play defense.
PJ Tucker hits threes from one spot. He is literally the definition of a corner specialist badge on 2K. He has that up to about a silver gold badge on 2K. That's all he can do is corner 3.
Just disrespect my man, PJ Tucker.
It has to stay healthy enough for him to even be out there on the court.
Okay.
Austin Rivers, I will concede to Austin Rivers being a good player. He can knock down the 3 from almost anywhere. Nice little dribble handoff, good playmaker. He's probably the only one. James Harden takes the majority of those teams' threes, and everybody else gets the leftovers.
Hey, everybody will get more chances now. If Ben Simmons was there, but that's neither here nor there. Chad, what you got, man? You trading Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons?
I'm getting rid of Ben Simmons.
You get rid of Ben Simmons too?
Yeah.
Hey, okay, 2-1.
The only reason
7'3" big man who can shoot.
Yeah, no. See, the only reason I get rid of Ben Simmons is because I know that I could build a better offense around Joel Embiid than I can around Ben Simmons.
There you go.
I get that.
And
I'll give you this. My bad, Chad.
It's one of those things where, yeah, I can get more for Joel Embiid. That's cool. But why would I trade away, like Marcus said, a 7-foot big man that can shoot and keep someone that can't shoot?
But you want to trade the person who can't shoot. Like, I think it would be easier for me to at least, like, because nobody's going to want to trade for, like, you won't get a haul for Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is going to be like a straight-up pick. At least for Joel Embiid, you could probably get a player and a pick with that. So you could surround somebody who can shoot the ball a little bit better than Ben Simmons, because 7'3" Ben Simmons is like good, like great at, like, well, not, he's good at shooting, but he's a back to basket type of player. That's what he needs to be most of the time. So you could, for instance, like get like Joel Embiid. So for instance, like trade Joel Embiid, and I'm gonna use Marcus's team just as an example, to the Wizards, right?
Okay.
Bradley Beal, and then you can get the Wizards pick along with that. So now you get a shooter, you get a scorer in Bradley Beal.
So you don't think Ben Simmons is even worth, if you're trading him, you say he's not even worth a whole lot of player? He's not worth a whole lot.
But like, he's not worth a player and a top lottery pick. No,
you don't need a pick. If you get a solid player back, you won't need a pick.
Nah, you need that pick. You always need a pick.
I don't know about that, bro.
You always need a pick.
I don't know about that.
You always need a pick.
That's a bold take. Ooh.
You always need, like, if you if you're going to sell, and also you got to think about where Ben Simmons was drafted. He was drafted number 1 overall. So if I'm like just getting like another player for him, then I'm kind of losing that.
Okay.
At least with Joel Embiid, I know I can get a player, a pick, and a very high pick from a sorry team. Get one of these scores in this draft, like Anthony Edwards, or even like a Obi Toppin, who to me his ceiling is Blake Griffin. Obi Toppin's ceiling is Blake Griffin. That's what I think he has the potential to be.
Really?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
We'll see. I'm not sure when the college basketball season starts. If it hasn't started
And
so, well,
it starts November 25th.
25th. Okay. Billy.
That's the number 1 overall. So if I'm like just getting like another player for him, then I'm kind of losing that.
Okay.
At least with Joel Embiid, I know I can get a player, a pick, and a very high pick from a sorry team. Get one of these scores in this draft, like Anthony Edwards, or even like a Obi Toppin, who to me his ceiling is Blake Griffin. Obi Toppin's ceiling is Blake Griffin. That's what I think he has the potential to be.
Really?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
We'll see. I'm not sure when the college basketball season starts. If it hasn't started.
And
so, well,
it starts November 25th.
25th. Okay. Duly noted.
Yeah. Basketball starts November 25th. But that's what I think about these guys. I just think Joel Embiid is more valuable, which is why you'll get a bigger haul for him.
Well, we'll see what they do. We'll see. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
Yes.
So it's 2-1 on that one. All right. One last question for the NBA before we get into the last segment of the show. Who do y'all have y'all eyes on as a player, individual player going into this season? For the NBA, excuse me.
Like who I'm watching?
Yeah, what player do you have your eye on? Who do you think is going to take that next step to become a great player, per se?
I mean, honestly, the main people I'm watching is that Kyrie KD relationship. I'm waiting. I've always been a KD fan because you know Marcus. So I've always been a big KD fan, and it's one of those things where I'm ready to see him come off that Achilles injury and see what he can really do in the league without the main weapons around him that were like Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and all of them. I'm ready to see what he can do by himself with just Kyrie, and then DeAndre Jordan.
What you looking forward to this upcoming NBA season?
I got a few as well. I think that my two major guys are from the East, and that is Jason Tatum and Pascal Siakam. I think Pascal Siakam is a great player, but he needs to take that step into being an elite player. We saw in the playoffs, even against Boston, that even though that went like 6-7 games, I don't really remember the exact how many games it went exactly, but he kind of should have been counteracting Jason Tatum. Kyle Lowry saved him. Fred VanVleet saved him. Serge Ibaka saved him, and OG Anunoby saved him. Because Pascal Siakam was getting used that whole series by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Whoever was that dude that made that three with like 2 seconds left, really saved that entire team.
He saved that series because if he misses that shot, they get swept.
It's a wrap. Big time.
They get swept, and I stand by that. But I think that three gave them life, and that kind of turned the series around for them. So Pascal Siakam is definitely one. I need to see him become that superstar that he's supposed to be. Jason Tatum is another one. Jason Tatum has to know how to start and how to finish. The reason why I believe that the Celtics lost that series against the Heat was, one, they kind of got comfortable with a lead and always allowed them to come back. And the second thing is they didn't finish the game like they were supposed to. And that kind of falls on Jason. Jason Tatum had a game where he scored 2 freaking like 32 in the second half, and I'm just there like, why couldn't you do this in both halves?
Right.
And then the Celtics lose the game by 4.
So thinking back to Game 7 last year with Boston,
Yes.
it was Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum underperforming. Correct? I may be wrong here.
No,
It
actually no. It was Jaylen Brown actually performed better.
Mm-hmm.
It was mostly Jason Tatum, and not saying that he performed bad, but Jason Tatum is the leader of that team. He's the main person. It was more so Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker. I give Kemba Walker the slight pass because he played in Charlotte his whole career. He's never been this far in the playoffs, so he doesn't have that experience.
Right.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, those guys have gone in deep playoffs runs. They've been to the conference finals multiple times. Has been to the conference finals twice as a rookie and this past year. So he should know what it takes to get them over the hump. Like, I think that the Celtics are the Saints of the NBA. You're always going to have them in contention, but something always happens to where they can't just get to that next level or get that win.
Right. That's a fair comparison. That's a very fair comparison.
So that's why, like, even as a fan, I have my eyes on them because, like, all right, cool, I need to see what we're going to do. So and plus, I want to see Jason Tatum go crazy. I want to see him say, look, I'm the next light-skinned superstar in this league. Like, you know, it started off with Steph Curry, then Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Devin Booker, Jamal Murray showing himself. Excuse me, I'm light-skinned. I can hoop too. Let me get up in here real quick.
Putting on for the light skins. Oh.
Putting on for the light skins, man. They try to bring light skin back. Dark skin brothers been winning for a minute now, but, like, you know, the light skin's trying to come in and hoop a little bit. So
shoot, with KD and Kawhi, dark skin brothers gonna keep winning in the league. It's all right though. That's a subject for another day though.
Yeah.
So you just focus on Jaylen Brown and Pascal Siakam, E.
Yeah, because I feel like everybody else is going to do what they need to do,
KD
but
and
those two are
Kyrie.
the ones I'm worried about the most.
Okay. Two players I'm definitely watching this season. They're both out west. One is Devin Booker. If y'all saw this man in the bubble,
Yes.
he was definitely different. That was not the same Devin Booker that was playing in the regular season. At least not in the beginning. I want to see him take that next step in it because he has the potential to be a superstar. Not very great on defense, but his offensive ability to put the ball in the hole is unreal. And Phoenix better be glad he likes to stay there because if I was him, I would have been got out of Dodge. Second one?
Yeah, nah.
Luka Doncic. Y'all saw what that man did to
He's third.
Say again? He was third on your list?
He was third on my list. He was third on my list.
Man, Luka, he's going. My prediction is that he's going to be in the MVP talks next year. He's not going to be rumors or nothing. It's going to be a guaranteed. Put a stamp on it. He's in the MVP conversation. If Porzingis can stay healthy and he can stay healthy, Dallas is going to be a severe problem.
I'm not gonna lie. Luka is the baddest white boy
Since Larry Bird.
Larry Bird. He's the baddest white boy to lace up a pair of basketball shoes since Larry Bird. Oh my gosh.
Yo, that game winner he hit on the Clippers in the playoffs. Whew. Oh Lord, that was stressful. Oh man.
Clutch Gene.
Clutch Gene is definitely there. Honorable mention, I want to see how Damian Lillard bounces back as well this next season.
Yeah.
Because Damian Lillard is one of my favorite players. And
I like Dame. I really do like Dame. I think Dame is the second best point guard in the league.
Behind who?
Behind Steph.
One guard.
Behind Steph.
Okay,
you
we
got
can
two
have.
MVPs. You got 2 MVPs and 3 rings.
I mean, okay. But I have to think about that, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I'll let that one ride. I have to think about that. We can save that for the next time you come on. How about that?
Hey man, I'm saying, like, you know, I look at head-to-head matchups too. You gotta look at that.
All right.
Like,
Upset. All right.
here's how it goes. Like, Steph Curry is the grandfather. Dame is Steph Curry's son. Russell Westbrook is Dame's son. That's how that goes.
Yeah, they really did son this man twice, 2 years back to back in the
It's his
playoffs.
granddaddy.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. His son.
what that
He
Westbrook?
gets son.
Hey,
Westbrook gets sunned a lot. And going back, like, again, and Chad will probably appreciate this. Russell Westbrook is the Jalen Ramsey of basketball.
Oh, absolutely.
oh yeah,
Nah, I've said this multiple times. That's why I kind of laughed when he went to Houston, man, because I was like, damn, you're really going to put two big egos on the same team and see how this is going to play out.
yep.
Because, I mean, luckily they got rid of Patrick Beverly. Because, good God, 3 big egos on one team,
That would have been
you wouldn't have got anywhere.
But Patrick at least plays his role. He knows what
Exactly.
he can do and what he can't do.
True, but it's one of those things where Harden's got a big mindset of I'm gonna shoot this, I can make this, we gonna win.
Yeah.
Westbrook is I can run this, I can dunk this, we gonna win. Other than that, there's no you can't put 2 huge egos. It's not I can pass this and we're gonna win this. It's nope, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and we're gonna go our separate ways.
Exactly.
Okay. Those are definitely definitely a lot of people we got to keep an eye out for. Like I said, honorable mention is Damian Lillard. Another honorable mention just before we move on to the final on the hot seat question. Another honorable mention is Trae Young. If you didn't know this, Evin, Chad, I don't know if you know this either. Last episode, I was doing an episode with Ty. This man said he has Trae Young going for MVP.
I've been in the military for too long, man. Like, all that Air Force stuff got his brain a little messed up, man. I don't know what's going on with him.
You said Trae Young was MVP.
Yeah, Trae Young can't be running for MVP, and his team won't even make the playoffs. So,
I said the same thing. I don't know what.
At least make the playoffs. At least
exactly.
Be like a 5th seed or something.
In the East, that's possible. In the East, that's very possible.
It is, but I think that the teams are. We always know who's going to be at the bottom in the East, and sadly, the Hawks are always going to be that bottom team because one, a lot of good to great offensive players. Who plays defense? I mean, granted, Clint Capella's there.
Yeah,
he's there to lock down the middle and make sure nobody
get it drives in the lane.
It's layup. Capella gets into that perimeter, it's over. I'm gonna pull him out the lane, and me and him gonna have this dance very, very quickly. We're gonna tango, merengue, bachata. We're gonna do all of that.
Like Mark Jackson says, "Excuse me, allow me to have this dance."
Exactly. Exactly. And then I'm gonna let my teammates cut in and have the dance with them too. Like, it's gonna be. He's going to get abused when it comes to the perimeter things. I think that he's going to lock down the middle very well. I think that for the Hawks to be, successful on the defensive end, they can't play man-to-man. They're going to have to go into a zone, whether that be a 1-3-1, a 3-2, 2-3, because none of them can guard man-to-man. None of them. They're going to have to go to a 2-3 zone, force some teams to make some tough outside shots, and try to lock down the middle as much as they can. But even then, I think that won't be enough.
You know what? You're debating the wrong person on this because I didn't say it because I agree with absolutely everything you just said. Like, there's absolutely no way you can put this man in.
I know, but Ty's going to hear this.
Yeah,
Ty's going to hear this, and then he's going to text our group chat. He's going to text our group chat, and then that's going to be a whole nother debate.
Oh, right. All right. So, Evin, we about to put you on the spot, man. Before we
let's go.
So everybody that comes on, me and Chad did it the first episode, and I hit Ty with it the last episode. So I'm going to ask you, I need your all-time starting five, bro, off the top, right now. Right now, all-time starting five with the 6-man. I forgot to tell Ty 6-man, but I need an all-time starting five right now.
With your 6-man coming off the bench. Yep.
Man coming off the bench. Side note, everybody's in their prime. So.
Oh, this is better. All right. So my center is Shaq off off the cuff, my center is Shaq.
Okay.
Power forward, I'm going to put. This is tough. Do I want to go? I'm gonna put LeBron at the power forward.
You're gonna put LeBron at the 4?
I'm putting LeBron at the 4 because he can play the 4. He's strong enough to play the 4, and I think that he'll abuse people.
Time out. I usually, you know what? Matter of fact, finish your list first, and then I'm gonna attack you for this. Cause
All right. I got Bird at the 3.
okay.
I got Larry Bird at the 3.
That's fine.
Michael Jordan is obviously my 2 guard. Obviously, like there is no other 2 guard to pick than Michael Jordan. And I'm putting Magic at the 1. With
Go potty. Go potty.
this is gonna be tough saying. It's gonna be tough saying. People not gonna like this.
Who's coming off the bench?
I love a person by saying I love Kobe. I love Kobe Bryant as a Celtics fan. I hated him. He broke my heart once in 2011 when he beat the Celtics. 2010, like when he beat the Celtics for the championship. And I respect him too much to have him come off the bench. So KD will be coming off my bench as my 6th man.
All right, Chad, you want to get him or should I? Because
We're
in 1 minute. I'm about to finish. All right.
there.
You want me to go ahead and get him?
Where do we even start?
I'm about to fire this man up for this power forward position. This has been so you're gonna put LeBron at the 4. Now, granted, you're entitled to your own opinion, so I'm not gonna knock you for it. You have your reasons. You're a basketball fanatic, so you have your reasons. But so you're gonna put LeBron at the 4 over Barkley, Big Timmy, Dirk, Hakeem, Ewing, I know I'm missing something. Dr. J, you missing? I know I'm missing names too. You gonna put him?
Well, here's the thing. Charles Barkley, to me, Charles Barkley was great, but Charles Barkley isn't in that upper echelon of power forwards to me. He's not in like my top 3 power forwards. He's not there. He's not there.
Okay, even still, you gonna put LeBron at the 4 over Big Timmy? Big Timmy?
I love Tim Duncan. I love Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamentals. He is my top 10 side. But I think that he is limited to what he can do. I think that if I put LeBron, like if anybody, I was debating between putting LeBron at my 3 and putting, but this is also biased because he's my favorite player of all time, Kevin Garnett as my power forward. Because a young Kevin Garnett was tough to handle.
Okay.
He was tough to handle, but I think LeBron being at that 4 position, because he can play the 4, he abuses a lot of other guys.
Well,
he's physically strong, he's athletic, and you're talking about in their prime.
Yeah.
So, what power forward is gonna guard LeBron when he takes him out to that perimeter and bullies his way into that lane?
Okay, I'll give you that.
The only 2 that I could really think of would be Karl Malone, because Karl Malone was big enough and strong enough to be down there.
No.
KG was a dog on defense, and that's about it.
Okay.
Charles Barkley would get abused. No disrespect to Charles. I like Charles, but LeBron would probably abuse Charles mentally.
Okay.
Not physically, but mentally.
Okay, mentally, that's one. Okay. Even still, that's still iffy.
Charles Barkley was undersized. Charles Barkley's like 6'4". He's undersized to be going up against LeBron.
Okay, I'm gonna let you have the Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Comment.
Larry Bird is the 2nd greatest small forward of all time. He's the 2nd greatest small forward of all time.
Behind LeBron, right?
Behind LeBron.
I'll give you that. I'll say he's
Behind
better.
LeBron. So, and the stuff that this man did, like from like his passing ability to his offensive ability to playing defense, both sides, he was scrappy. He wasn't scared of nobody. Larry Bird felt disrespected when you put another white guy to guard him. He told like somebody like, hey man, get this white boy off of me.
And gave him buckets.
And get him buckets. He told the Lakers bench, hey look, I'm about to go curl right, hit this three, and go home and drink a beer.
And that's exactly what we did.
Larry Bird played a whole game with his left hand and scored 28 points. He just played the game left-handed, so I got to put him there. Michael Jordan, greatest player of all time, the GOAT.
Clearly.
He speaks for himself. 6 rings, nobody could really touch him. Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time. 6'9", passing ability was amazing. Athletic ability was great. I had 2 other people that I thought about putting as my point guard, but I wanted Magic there. The other 2 was Steph and AI. Mm-hmm. I love Steph Curry. I love AI, those guys. But I think that Magic is still the greatest point guard of all time. So put him there. And with KD coming off the bench, I have a 6'10" scoring machine who can play defense.
You were better off leaving Kobe coming off the bench. You know that, right?
Huh?
You were better off leaving Kobe coming off the bench. My opinion. That's just me. But you're talking to somebody who doesn't even have LeBron in his all-time starting 5. He didn't make my
what?
No.
What?
He's not in my all-time starting 5, no.
Look at here, bro. Like y'all make it like I ain't going front like this whole episode. I got to like warn the people. I'm really not a LeBron fan like that. Like I really do not like LeBron as like a basketball player. I respect his greatness. He's a great player, but it's just a lot for me. I think that the way he went about things is different than what normally everybody goes to. Like LeBron started all this super team stuff. So,
but you're gonna be mad at who took his spot though. It was KD that took his spot.
Who?
KD. What you looking like that for, cuz? Game 7. I'm gonna ask you this one question, and then we done. Your reaction. No. Game 7 in the finals. You need a bucket. Who you calling, LeBron or KD?
Bron. I'm calling Bron. I'm calling Bron for it. It's a tough decision. Don't get me wrong. It's a tough decision. It's not like it's Bron by like this much. It's not Bron by like this much. It's like if I need like a bucket to win me the game, then I probably will like go with KD because cerebral assassin. He can get me that. Like to win the game, I need that. But if I just need like a bucket with like a minute left and we can still got more time to do things, I want Bron. I do. Bron is a locomotive, and I criticize him more than anybody else that he needs to be taking more of these clutch shots.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
You can listen. I'm being for real right now. I agree that LeBron needs to take more of these clutch shots. I was mad when he didn't take that shot against Miami in the finals and decided to
pass the ball to Danny Green. Yep.
Yeah.
So
exactly, but I think he was getting killed too much for it because yes, while he should have took the shot, that's also the right basketball play. And so if he does that on my team and he kicks that ball out to Larry Bird or to Michael Jordan, what you think gonna happen with that?
Bro, you know what?
It's not Danny Green. It's not Danny Green shooting the ball. I got Michael Jordan and Larry Bird shooting the ball. That's cash. That's green light. That's 2K Park. That's a green bean. That's a green bean on 2K Park. Stop playing.
So you're seriously gonna sit here on our podcast on the Elite right now and say that you're gonna take LeBron for a clutch shot over Kevin Durant, who's 6'10", can pull up from 30, could average 40 in his sleep. You gonna say that right now?
He could, and LeBron could average a 30-point triple-double as well and be efficient with it.
But you want LeBron taking the shot over KD in those clutch moments?
Depends on how much time is left. Like I've seen LeBron hit a lot of clutch shots. I've seen KD hit a lot of clutch shots.
I'm not okay, but you need a. So you're gonna say LeBron is a more guaranteed?
All right, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix this for Marcus. You need a shot to win. Who you taking?
I needed to win.
You need a shot to win.
I'm gonna go with KD then. If I needed to win, I'm going with KD. If it's down the stretch, I'm going with LeBron.
I say KD in both situations.
I'm taking KD in both situations too.
That's all fair. Like, if I needed to win, I'm going with KD. If it's just down the stretch, I'm going with Bron because KD is a great scorer and his defense he's a good defender. But he's not a playmaker. He's not setting everybody else up. LeBron is going to get his buckets and set everybody else up.
Okay, that's fine, but we're talking about we need a bucket. We understand LeBron. It's clear that LeBron is going to make the smart basketball play. We're talking about who just needs a bucket right now, and you're still going to take KD going down the stretch.
I'm still taking LeBron, but on my five, I don't need LeBron taking that shot because I got Jordan and Bird.
Okay, it's fine. It's whatever. Oh, you know, it's fine. It's cool. I'm gonna let you have that. It's okay. It got me a little tight right now. I ain't gonna cap, but it's okay.
I'm saying, Marcus is mad. Chad, Marcus is mad. Look at him.
No, trust me. We have the same conversation every time somebody brings out their 5. We ask the same. We ask.
Who is
My
your
5?
This
My 5 or Marcus's?
I want to know both your 5s. I want to know both your 5s.
All right. So you ready for this?
Yes.
So I got AI at the point.
Okay.
MJ at the 2.
Okay.
Kobe at the 3.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's what I said. That look on your face, that's exactly how I look when he said that.
Whoa. Okay, keep going.
Yep. I have KD at the 4, Shaq at the 5, and LeBron coming off the bench.
Whoa. Okay. Kobe's a very undersized 3.
All right, so mind you, this is all time. So
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so number 1, I need Magic Johnson. Excuse me, CP3's coming off the bench. I need Magic Johnson at point.
Who's coming off the bench?
CP3, bro.
I'm logging off. How much battery I got left on my laptop? I'm logging off on that one, bro. You said CP3 coming off your bench, bro?
Bro, you got KD coming off your bench. What you mean? You can't even talk.
You got CP3.
Hey, I was the same way, Evan. I was gonna walk away when he said CP3 too, bro.
You can put at least AI and Steph on your bench, not CP3.
Why not? Bro, if I was to break down my whole dream team, starting 5 and a whole bench, you would understand that. But it's okay. We're not diving that deep.
Oh, you got on me about putting LeBron. You got me about putting LeBron. You got CP3 come off your bench. Keep going. I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I'm mad now. Keep going. Keep going.
Right. I'm gonna get my list out the way because we got to wrap.
Yeah.
All right. So point Magic, 2 is Jordan. We're all at the same there. 3, KD. 4, I got Tim Duncan. 5, I got Kareem. And then 6 coming off the bench, CP3.
I want to say that my 5 is killing Marcus's 5. And my bench. Okay. I'm killing Marcus. Okay. I am destroying Marcus. Okay. We sweeping him.
Okay. We'll see.
We can simulate that on 2K. I'm sweeping you.
All right. To all the listeners, I'm going to put this out there. As a post and get our starting 5s lined up. All 3 of our starting 5s. With ties, actually, since he's been a guest. And I'm going to let them vote and see who's starting 5 is actually the best. We're going to see.
Chad, like, you know, I'm not mad at yours. I don't really like it, but I'm not mad at it.
Like I said, I'm not a big basketball guy, but that's who that I've grown up like watching, who I've actually enjoyed at their positions.
Yeah, I'm still surprised he got Kobe at the 3. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was wild. You on the other hand, you're a bad influence.
Bro,
you're a bad influence. I need you to stop that smoking because you're messing up your brain cells. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You
said you're taking LeBron down the stretch over Kevin Durant.
You got CP3 coming off as your 6th man.
You lose all credibility over that.
You got CP3 coming off as a 6th man, bro.
I'm done. This has been another episode of The Elite. I've been your host, Mark G. This is Chad. Thank you, Evin, for showing up. Where can people find you, and where can they find your show, in my opinion?
In my opinion, YouTube channel on YouTube, of course. You can find me on Instagram at Evin Tillery, EVINTILLERY on Instagram, and Tillery Evin on Twitter. Follow me. I'm always active. I post sports content a lot when things drop. Always polls asking people what's going on or what they think of A or B situations. So yeah, man, I appreciate it. It was fun. I probably won't be invited back, after my whole KD LeBron thing, but it's cool.
Okay. You're coming back, and we're gonna have Ty on next time too, and we're gonna that top 5 because that was nonsense what just came out of your mouth. Where can the people find you, Chad?
If you guys ever want to find me, it is at cjenkins05 on Instagram, or you can look me up on Facebook. It's just Chad Jenkins on Facebook. I don't really post a whole lot. I got a busy life, working 60 hours a week. This is my fun time. But definitely want to hear you guys in the comments. Definitely want to make some more suggestions, guys. We definitely want to hear what you guys have to think. We definitely want to get you guys out here and kind of do what Evan's been doing tonight and arguing with us. It's always been fun. Me and
Pros. Of course.
But when you got a third and a fourth brain in there, it definitely makes it a whole lot more fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Brother Mar. You can follow the show on our Facebook page at The Elite Sports Podcast. Find us on Instagram at The Elite Pod. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate y'all listening. Peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys